What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and this is my Mario Golf nemesis, Jose Otero.
There we go.
How you doing, Jose?
I'm doing well, even though I lost the last tournament. Let's continue.
Get used to that. That's going to keep it. But we're not here to talk about Mario Golf. We are here to talk about Nintendo, in particular this press start business. Last year, Jose, I sat down in a similar setup with the one Audrey Drake to talk about this thing called Rare Candy. It was a Pokemon charity event where they had all these different Pokemons put together down in San Jose. People bid on them, and all the money went to charity. Inspired by that, these press start people started one. Now it's a Nintendo charity event. So
Very
what you
nice.
do, they're these San Jose art students, right? They put together, they each put their names in, we want to do it, and then so these are our favorite games, and then they got like randomly assigned what to make from that game.
Very nice.
So you go to this page, you see all these different pieces of art, stuff like, you know, Zelda, stuff like Metroid, stuff like Mario, all these awesome different things that can be paintings, they can be art, or they can be sculptures, they can be all these different things.
I love that. I love different interpretations of Nintendo characters. It's
Right.
always so much fun to see what other people can do with the art.
And that's the fun thing about this, right? Is like it's like you get Wario, but you don't have to. Don't make the exact recreation of Wario. Do whatever you want with it, right? And you see all these different works for it. All the benefits for this are going to the Morgan Autism Center, and of course, if you're here in the Bay Area, you can go down to San Jose. You can actually go to this event. You can see these things on an art gallery wall. But thanks to the power of the internet, everyone can go bid, try to get these things, buy these things, get some money to this Morgan Autism Center. I wanted to know, Jose, if you were going to bid, what would you be bidding on?
Well, you go first, because I haven't settled yet. Why don't you tell me what you got?
Here's my first and foremost, and this is just based on how adorable this is. This person, Lauren Andrews, made one called Mario Toad. And it's Toad sitting there, and then he's got a little glass case that goes there. It's this little felt Toad that is adorable. Okay. And I'm not even that big of a Toad fan, right? Like in Mario Golf, he's kind of annoying, but I would love to just have this little guy. Like if I'm gonna throw some money behind this event, that's the one I'm gonna go for.
Very nice.
Yeah.
My first choice is Donkey Kong by Della Longfish. And it's just, so it's sort of, I guess, Donkey Kong's power fantasy, where he has Mario trapped in one hand, squeezing him, and he has a barrel in the other. But it's a very exaggerated style. He looks very powerful, and I love the use of color on it.
Yeah.
So that one stood out to me. I would start bidding there. Okay.
My next one, and this is strictly for nostalgia, because I'd have to own everything Metal Gear. They have one piece of Metal Gear.
They do.
It's Snake, and it's like it's very almost 8-bit looking, but it's almost like the representation from PlayStation 1, right? When we'd see all those like water, like when there weren't that many pixels for his face.
Yeah.
It's calling back to Smash, obviously. That's where Snake pops up most of the time. It's nice to see it. It's a simple piece of art. It comes framed under glass, and I'm really trying not to bid on it, but I expect that I will.
Okay.
What do you got?
My next choice is also something I really love. So I'm a huge fan of Metroid.
Right.
Metroid, as a kid, shaped a lot of the way I look at video games. And there is also one piece, at least with Samus Aran in it, and it's by Daniel John Gallagher. Okay. And I like, again, use of color. It's a little darker. Actually, it's a lot darker than the Donkey Kong one I mentioned earlier. But I love Samus's spacesuit. It's one of those designs I could just look at and go, whoa, like that was well done, even in 1994, 95, when those games were around, or when Super Metroid was a thing. So I was super like, yep, I'm on board. This is what I want. This is what I'd hang on the wall.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been showing you the link right here on where to go to bid on these, to see them all. Go do it, but let us know in the comments which one you are going to bid on, or you would bid on. I want to give honorable mentions to the Animal Crossing Villager from Ashley Kay. It's at the very front, and it's him like punching through paper, and then he's got the smash. It's like, oh my gosh.
Did you see the baller Tom Nook, who's just kind of leaning back?
Yes, he's on all the money.
With a coin, and he's
There's
chilling.
so much awesome stuff. This is one of those things where we talk about all the time, video games being a community, right? But when we talk about what Nintendo gets right, it's building a fan base and having nostalgia, right? And that's what this is about. You look through there and there's games I haven't even played that I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, is that something that'll continue forever, you think?
I hope these guys keep doing it. I mean, I think expanding from Pokemon 2 is really cool. And there are some Pokemon pieces in here if you're a fan, so keep that in mind. But ultimately, I love the bigger picture scope. And you're absolutely right. Only Nintendo and Nintendo fans have that nostalgia. And I think Sega's up there too, and Capcom is as well. But there seems to be a bigger stable with Nintendo. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you're going to bid on. Then make sure for everything Nintendo related, including how good I am at Mario Golf, keep coming back here to IGN.